Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. Today I'm planning from December 27th to January 2nd, and this is officially my final spread in 2021. I'm nowhere near caught up, but at least I'll be in this year, which is pretty exciting, and I'll also be in a new planner. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put my New Year's spread in this planner or my last one, but I decided on this planner for a couple reasons. Number one, I wasn't ready to deal with any new issues in a new planner, and I'm just used to this, and I was sort of just on a roll, and I really wanted to do this spread, so I stuck with this planner. Another reason is because I'm sorry, I should be more prepared for these voiceovers. I can't remember what, sorry, my cat's making noise. I can't remember what the name of the planner is that Michael sells that's like sort of a ripoff of an EC. I think it's Recollections. Yeah, because it's not the Happy Planner. I think it's Recollections. Anyway, I decided on getting the 1.5 version or I don't remember, 18-month or something like that. Not 18. Yeah, 18-month. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Because with this planner, it's so full because the coil isn't big enough, and I didn't really want to deal with that in my next planner. So I figured getting the 18-month made more sense because then I could rip out the 6 months of 2021 and then have more space for stickers. I don't want to just throw that away. I think I'll use it as just to write notes and lists on, as scrap paper or whatever, but I think I'm going to take it out of the planner to make space. I'm not completely sure yet, but either way, it doesn't matter. In that planner, the first spread in January starts on January 3rd. It doesn't start with the new year since there is a December month in that planner, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. So anyway, for a bunch of reasons, it just made sense to me to keep the New Year's Eve spread in my 2021 planner. As you can see, I did pick a Disney-themed kit for this spread. I'm not a huge Disney adult. I do like Disney and Disney movies and all that, but I haven't been to the park since I was 9 or 10, so I feel a little silly every time I want to buy one of these park kits, but this one was just so pretty, and the colors are so rich and saturated. I just thought it was too beautiful to pass up. So I did go ahead and get it. But I did try to keep it as low-key Disney as possible. I didn't use the deco on top just because every single piece of deco was specifically Disney park themed. Excuse me. So I decided to just use the date covers. That being said, it's obviously a Disney kit, but it's not like there's a cartoon Mickey in every single box, which I love. I think the sky and the colors in this kit are just too beautiful. So I needed to pick this up. And these sort of nighttime spreads remind me of New Year's because, New Year's Eve, whatever. And I didn't come across any New Year's Eve themed kits that I loved. I just didn't really like any of them. So I figured, why buy a kit I don't even like? So yeah, that's why we're using this one. But anyway, moving on to the day by day, starting with my sidebar. The first things I marked with this champagne bottle that says yay on it from, I believe, a shop called Jubilo. I'm not 100% sure if there's still a shop. I got this 8 or 9 years ago. I'm not even sure. But I just marked hello 2022. And then under that, with this emoji completely overwhelmed with responsibility, I marked it, I just can't handle life. Moving on to Monday, the first thing I marked with this sick munchkin from Once More with Love was that we found out this day that my roommate did have COVID. She took 3 or 4 rapid tests. She managed to go to a pharmacy in New Jersey in the middle of the night in the suburbs and get her hands on some tests. I think I mentioned in my last plan with me, it was all completely sold out around here, but she had gone to New Jersey to spend Christmas with her grandmother. And so out there she was able to find some kits. And then still she wasn't 100% sure. So she ended up going to urgent care and getting the, I can't remember what it's called, but the test that takes a couple days, and it came back positive, unfortunately. So she had to come back home because she didn't want to get her grandmother sick. Under that, with a little thing and this tissue box, I marked that I was feeling sick. I didn't think it was COVID, but obviously you can't be 100% sure because everybody's symptoms are different. And I just marked that with this little Stella Bow Sticker Co. Tissue box. Under that, with a fancy label and this pillow from an old, I can't think of it's not Pink Diamond Planner Co. Sorry, I'm blanking on the name of the shop, but this is just like leftover from a kit I used. And I marked that I just was really tired. I couldn't stay awake, so I ended up falling asleep. With a half box and this McDonald's cup from, I want to say like a Planting Roses kit I got. I marked that Joe brought me my book that I had left at his apartment that I really wanted to read, and he also brought me a milkshake. Under that, with an appointment label and this YouTube sticker from, I believe, Carly Plans, I marked that I just had a Crafty Girl marathon. Crafty Girl and Crafty Girl Vlogs are two of my favorite channels to watch. She just does very like at-home cozy videos, and it's like nothing super out there, and that's like, I'm all about that. So I just watched that, and then I had soup for dinner just because I really wasn't feeling well. And this is actually a little cereal box that I got off of a freebie, but I figured it looked like soup enough for me. So that was it for Monday. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked with a little thing and another Stella Bow sticker. I said another. I haven't used one yet. This Stella Bow Sticker Co. laptop, I marked that work was really stressful this day. Under that, with a little thing and this like winter emoji reading, I marked that I read and lounged around because, again, I was not feeling very well. With this emoji sleeping, I marked that I slept so much this day. With a little thing and a dishwasher sticker, I marked that I ran the dishwasher. With another little thing and this Olive listening to their phone, I marked that I listened to an audiobook. And then the final thing for Tuesday, with a squared off box and this Nightmare Munchkin from Once More with Love, I marked that I had some really freaky dreams. Moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I marked with a squared box and another one of these emojis, just relaxing, I marked that I relaxed. With a fancy label and this pumpkin paper coat, Tara, fresh out of the shower, I marked that I took a shower and then I had to dry my hair because it was too cold to have wet hair. With a little thing and a Pepsi can, I marked that I had a Coke. I don't have any Coke bottles, and this blue I thought matched the kit more anyway. But yeah, when I'm not feeling well, I really like drinking Coca-Cola. With a little thing and this can of cat food from Carly Plans, I marked that I was running out of cat food and I needed to get some, but again, I just really was not feeling up to going anywhere. With a little thing and a bed from leftovers from a kit that I had saved, I marked that I washed my sheets. With a fancy label and another laptop, I marked that it was extra stressful today with work. With a little thing and this munchkin in front of a TV watching Netflix, I marked that I watched the Taylor Swift documentary. And then the final thing on Wednesday, with that I used this huge flat lay and a flag to mark, I marked that I planned. And I can't think of where I got that flat lay, so I do apologize. I think it might have been a freebie. Moving on to Thursday, the first thing I marked with a fancy label and another laptop was, again, that work was really stressful. I think it was because it was the end of the year and we do deal with like finances. It was just very stressful. And again, I was sick. With an appointment label and a squirt bottle that I had saved from some kit from sometime, I'm not sure, I marked that I cleaned. With a little thing and a munchkin scooping litter, I marked that I did the litter. With a piece of solid washi and this read book from, I want to say, either Murdoch Talks or Blackbeard Prince, I can't remember, I do apologize, I marked that I read. With a squared off box and this emoji eating what looks like chicken McNuggets, I marked that we had Boston Market. I really need to get like rotisserie chicken stickers because we get rotisserie chicken a lot. Then the final thing on Thursday with the movie marquee and these munchkins watching TV, I marked that Joe and I watched The Challenge. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked with a fancy label and this overwhelmed munchkin that I was so effing stressed. Again, mostly because of work. Then with a little thing and this sticker that I believe is from, want to say a freebie or like a multi something sheet. I'm not really sure, but I marked that I ran some errands with a little thing and this shopping cart, again, left over from a kit. I marked that I went to Aldi to do some grocery shopping with an appointment label and this crying munchkin. I marked that we were going to get Pizza Hut, but it was closed, which broke my heart because it said it was open online, with a half box and this Terra screaming expletives. I marked that someone hacked my Subway account and bought $70 worth of Subway. And this ended up becoming like a huge pain in the ass because I had my PayPal linked to my Subway account, and PayPal like marked it as fraud and I got my money back, but then my PayPal account was locked, and I try to use PayPal as often as possible just because I don't like paying with my credit card for obvious reasons. So that sucked. Then with a little thing and this phone icon from like a multicolored sheet that I've had for years, I marked that I called my friend Laura. And then the final thing on Friday with this appointment label from some other random kit and this munchkin in front of the TV, I marked that we watched And Just Like That, the Sex and the City reboot, which I know a lot of people hate, especially because Samantha's not in it anymore. But I've got to say, I love it, and I heard that they're bringing it back for a second season, and I honestly can't wait. I love single old Carrie. I will say some of it is like weird, but it's giving me the same vibes as the show. So even though it's not anywhere near as good as the original version, it's still giving me that same feeling. So I like it for that. Moving on to Saturday, the first thing I marked with a squared off box and another one of these Jubilo champagne bottles was that it was 2022. It was officially the new year. With a little thing and this crying munchkin, I marked that I was panicking. I was not excited for another year. Time is going way too fast, and I'm just over it. I hate everything. So yeah, I was not excited for the new year. I rarely am. I feel like the new year starts like after summer. I think I'm still in that like back to school mentality, and I don't think I'll ever be out of it. So to me, January can like suck it. I hate January. With a movie marquee from the kit and this Olive Studio friendship sticker, I marked that I watched Sister Wives, and I thought I was being clever by putting this sticker because it's clearly like three females hugging, and I don't know. I just thought it was cute, so I put that there. Then with the fancy label and this munchkin hugging a cat, I marked that I had to take care of Brad because my roommate was with her family. In my last plan with me, I explained to that her entire like immediate family had COVID, and then since she caught it from school, there was really no point in her not going to visit them. So she ended up staying with them for like a week or two. I can't even remember how long. With a little thing and these envelopes from Coffee Monsters Co., I think. Possibly. I marked that I set up my new printer that I had gotten on Black Friday with another squared off box and this munchkin in front of the TV. I marked that I watched more of And Just Like That. Moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked with a little thing and this GP Studio laptop was that I sent another important email. Then with this Walmart bag and a little thing, I marked that I went to Walmart with a little thing and this really cute gift box sticker that I have had for like 6 or 7 years left over from a kit. It just went perfectly with this. So I don't know. I think it's really exciting when you save a sticker for years and years and then you finally use it. Anyway, I marked that we got a bunch of clearance wrapping paper with a fancy label and this Olive driving. I marked that we figured out how to change the light in my mirror. My car has those stupid turn signals built into my mirrors, and they're really hard to change on my car, as is everything. And I really wanted to get the light out warning light in my dash to go away. So we did that in the freezing cold. So under that with this little, it's just like an old scribbler. I marked that we couldn't feel our hands. We had to keep taking turns using the tools on my car because it was so cold out, and it took us so long that the sun went down, so that sucked. But as a reward for doing it correctly, we went and got McDonald's. So I marked that with a fancy label and this emoji eating French fries and holding a potato. And then the final thing for this spread and this planner and yeah, everything, I marked that we watched the Netflix movie Don't Look Up, and I just used a squared off box and these olives on a couch to mark that. So yeah, that is everything for this spread. That's everything for this planner. I'm just so excited that I finally made it through my 2021 plans. And I hope that you enjoyed this plan with me. I don't know how to end this, so I'm just gonna go. Bye.